Elland Road revolution, the moment of truth for our beloved whites. Hey there, faithful peacocks. Can you feel the electricity in the air? That unmistakable mix of hope, anxiety, and pure passion that only we, the true Leeds supporters, understand. Drop everything you're doing right now because what I'm about to share will leave your jaw hanging and your heart racing. Our club, our life, is at the precipice of seismic changes that could redefine everything we know about Leeds United. Premier League football is back at Elland Road, but that's just the beginning. Listen closely, fellow whites. There's whispers of a legendary tactician who's been secretly in talks with our leadership. A man who's collected trophies like they're candy and who could bring a swagger to our touchline that would make the football world tremble. But that's not all. One of our season's most electrifying performers might slip through our fingers just when we need him most. The Lone Star who lit up our championship campaign with magical moments is caught in a transfer tug-of-war that's about to boil over. And just when you think you can catch your breath, our scouts are circling a beast of a striker who could terrorize Premier League defenses next season. An international star who's been banging them in abroad and is desperate to wear our legendary white shirt. Smash that like button and subscribe right now because you do not want to miss what's coming next. This is the kind of insider news that separates the casual fans from the true Peacocks faithful. The boardroom power play that's happening right now could change the entire trajectory of our club. Are 49ers enterprises about to put their money where their mouth is? Because what I'm about to tell you about a certain special one will make your head spin. Bombshell, Jose Mourinho offered unprecedented money by Leeds United. You heard it right, Peacocks. The legendary, the controversial, the special one himself, Jose Mourinho, has been offered a mountain of cash to take charge at Elland Road. This isn't some Twitter rumor or barstool gossip. This comes straight from insider sources close to the club. While Daniel Farke was busy securing our glorious return to the Premier League, Parag Maratha and the 49ers enterprises were apparently having secret conversations that could have blown the roof off Elland Road. Can you even imagine the special one prowling our touchline? The man who's won everything there is to win in football being offered the keys to our kingdom. According to football finance expert Dan Plumley, if Leeds were serious about landing Mourinho, they'd have to shell out more than you paid managers in the past. We're talking unprecedented money here, folks. This isn't just ambition, this is a statement of pure intent from our ownership. But here's where it gets juicy. Richard Keys, yes, that Richard Keys, claims Mourinho actually turned us down. Can you believe the audacity? The man who's been struggling to recapture his glory days had the nerve to reject our beloved whites. And let's be honest here, fellow Peacocks, would the special one even be the right fit? His Premier League record speaks for itself, but his ego, his demands, his style of play, would it work with our squad, our ethos, our identity? For now, Daniel Farke remains our man, the German tactician who masterminded our return to the promised land. But questions linger about his own Premier League record. A measly 6 wins from 49 games during his time at Norwich. Yikes, that's relegation form, plain and simple. But before you panic, remember those Norwich teams were operating under severe financial restrictions. Will the 49ers give Farke what they were supposedly ready to offer Mourinho? Because if our manager doesn't get proper backing, we might be looking at another one-season Premier League cameo. And speaking of backing, there's another massive story brewing that could define our Premier League campaign before a ball is even kicked. A star player who's stolen our hearts this season might be slipping away. Transfer drama, Manor Solomon medical to be waived as permanent deal hangs in the balance. The Israeli magician who's been lighting up Elland Road all season, Manor Solomon, could be about to break Peacock's hearts everywhere. The man who's contributed to over 20 goals this season in all competitions is officially a Tottenham player, and the battle to keep him is heating up. Solomon has been electric for us this season, 10 goals and 12 assists in the championship alone. The kind of numbers that make Premier League scouts drool, and exactly the kind of quality we'll need to avoid becoming another promotion statistic. The good news? According to injury expert Dr. Rajpal Brar, Solomon's fitness record isn't a concern despite that minor hamstring issue at the start of the season. The maestro has been injury-free since then and has been under our medical staff supervision all year. They know his body inside out, which means Leeds could even waive the medical if a permanent deal gets the green light. But here's the bombshell, Whites fans. Sources close to the player suggest Solomon isn't on board with making his Elland Road stay permanent. Even with Premier League football guaranteed, the 25-year-old might have his sights set elsewhere. Can you believe it? After everything we've given him, after the way Elland Road has embraced him, after Daniel Farke placed his trust in him game after game. This is the heartbreak that only true football fans understand. The 49ers will have to go above and beyond to convince Solomon to sign on the dotted line. We're talking serious financial commitment, serious ambition, serious intent from the ownership. But while we're sweating over keeping Solomon, the club might already be lining up Plan B. And it's an absolute monster of a signing that could send shockwaves through the Premier League. Exclusive, promised David, perfect fit for Premier League as Leeds target, powerhouse striker. Hold on to your seats, Peacocks, because this next bit of news could be the game changer we've been waiting for. While we're all celebrating Joel Pirro and his championship golden boot, the 49ers are already planning for Premier League survival with a beast of a striker in their sights. Promise David, remember that name, White Army. The Union Saint-Gilloise hitman has been tearing up the Belgian league with 17 goals and 4 assists in just 33 appearances. And according to Belgian journalist Sacha Tavolieri, speaking exclusively to MOT Leeds News, David would fit perfectly in Premier League football. The Canadian international has apparently already made it clear to his board that he wants to make the leap from Belgium to England, and Leeds United is his dream destination. Can you imagine the havoc this man could wreak alongside Pirro next season? With Patrick Bamford looking increasingly like his time at Elland Road might be coming to an end, and questions still surrounding Mateo Joseph's Premier League readiness, Para Agmaratve is ready to open the checkbook and make a serious statement in the transfer market. The 49ers have promised to spend big, and promised David could be the first evidence of that commitment. With his height, strength and killer instinct in front of goal, he's exactly the type of striker who can cause nightmares for Premier League defenders. Daniel Farke might even have to adapt his possession-based style to accommodate a more direct approach in the Premier League, and having a physical presence like David up front would be perfect for that tactical shift. But David isn't the only striker on our radar. Everton's Beto is also being linked with a move to Elland Road, suggesting Farke and the recruitment team are dead set on bringing in a powerful number 9 who can hold his own in the rough and tumble of the Premier League. One thing is crystal clear, fellow Whites, the 49ers mean business. Premier League survival isn't just the goal, it's the minimum expectation. So what do you think, Peacocks? Is Farke the right man to lead us? Should we break the bank for Solomon? Is Promise David the striker who could fire us to Premier League safety? Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. The revolution at Elland Road is just beginning, and we're in for one hell of a ride, marching on together.